with a slow motion crew, and we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, 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 I can help you out. Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to.
Pipe major Amaya Hayden now leads us in the traditional playing of Amazing Grace. Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. We thank the JROTC for providing the color guard and raising the flag at the west side of the stadium. Now, please join Band Captain Javier Delgado Gutierrez and the Kill Team Band as we honor America. Please remain standing for the pledge of our alma mater.
Message for the people that work in the chain, please ensure the visitor side. We're going to get ready here in just a moment. And good evening, football fans and marching band fans. Welcome to the Ram Bowl. Our opponent tonight is from Lehigh Acres, Lehigh Senior High School, the Lightning. We take great pride in providing opportunities for all athletes to participate.
Hey Ram Nation, Coach Smithers here. I'm excited to get this football season underway. I'm also excited to bring to you another season of our football games via YouTube. If you like the games that you're able to watch every weekend, we'd love to get your help. There are two ways to do it. You can do it either via text or you can do a sponsorship. If you're interested, please contact Jackie Weller. Her information's on the screen. Thank you very much for tuning in, and go Rams.
It has been almost 11 months since we have been here at the Ram Bowl, but tonight the Riverview Rams open against Lehigh for their home opener. Yes, home opener. The season is already 3 weeks underway, and in week 4, the Riverview Rams finally have a home game. They'll face off against a tough squad in Lehigh High School, who has the number 2 running back in the nation in Richard Young. We'll talk more about him, but I am Addison Resco. Pleased to have you here on our broadcast here tonight. We are live from the Ramble on what has been a rainy day so far. The clouds and the skies have started to clear up a little bit, but so far at kickoff, it looks like it's going to be some solid weather conditions, but a little bit of scares earlier. They are starting the game 15 minutes earlier in case of any thunderstorms later on tonight. But the Rams come into this game 0-3. It's the first time they've been 0-3 in over 10 years. So the Rams are going to want to get back on track here in their home opener against Lehigh High School. However, Lehigh High School is no tough task. They're no small task. Richard Young, the 4-star running back, committed to Alabama in his last game against Lake Gibson, who the Rams do face later on in the season, had 302 yards against Lake Gibson for 2 touchdowns on 33 carries, averaging over 10 yards a carry. What Richard Young has been able to bring to the table for this Lehigh team has been tremendous. Last year when these two teams played, Riverview won 14-2. Richard Young was held to just above 100 yards, just above. That is going to be the key for the Rams tonight. Lehigh doesn't have a lot of options on the passing game. They got Kirby Joseph, who has 195 receiving yards on the season, but their quarterback, Mallory, only with 341 yards on the season. Richard Young has more rushing yards than Lehigh does entirely passing the football, so it's going to be important to key in on Richard Young, which is what Riverview did excellent last time out, and they'll have to do it again if they want to pick up their first win of this season. Again, we talked about the Rams' early struggles. They have started 0-3 this season. 3 road losses for the Rams, one against Seminole, Buchholz, and then Palmetto. They lost to Palmetto last week, 17-14 in a double overtime thriller. Majestic Van Ingen had a chance to win it for the Rams in first overtime, but the kick did get blocked. And then after Riverview failed to score on their opening drive of double overtime, Palmetto kicked a game-winning field goal with Brandon Gonzalez. Lehigh set to receive this one. Marquise Young and Kelton Henderson back deep for Lehigh. And Stone Springman, who is back from injury, has missed the last 2 games for the Rams, is back. Was dealing with a back injury, and he was a key reason the Rams weren't able to come away with the victory, needing some field goals late in that game, but weren't able to rely on their 4-star kicker. And we are underway for the home opener here at the Ramble, and Stone Springman boots that one into the end zone, and that's where Lehigh will begin their first drive. Lehigh will bring out Dorian Mallory on the season, as we touched on in the opener. So far on the season, 341 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. He's a sophomore. Again, you are not going to be seeing much of him tonight. It's going to be on the running back. Richard Young was the number 1 running back in the nation coming in to last week. However, he did drop down to number 2 heading into this week. So the number 2 running back in the nation steps on to the field here at Riverview. Mallory in the shotgun, and he hands it off right away to Young, and Young is met right at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun O'Lavin on the stop. And that's exactly what Riverview is going to have to do. They're going to have to key in on the run, close those gaps quickly, because when Richard Young hits a hole, you might not catch him. You will not catch him. He had a 90-yard touchdown in the first quarter last week against Lake Gibson. And all he needed was one hole, hit the outside, and Richard Young was never to be seen again. 2nd down and 9. Mallory. Little pitch, and he's going nowhere. Great tackle behind the line of scrimmage right there by Kyle Neighbors. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Looking for Renard Smith on the play, and Renard Smith just could not hit the outside. Kyle Neighbors quick to jump on it, and that brings up 3rd down and long for Mallory in the offense. Just underway here at the Ramble. 3rd down and 12 on Lehigh's opening drive. They'll hand it off to Richard Young, and he goes nowhere once again. Great defense once again by the Rams. Jack Fulvig in on the stop, and the Rams force a 3-and-out. Textbook example of exactly what you need to do against this Lehigh squad. Lehigh is going to try and punch it down your throat. They're going to try and run the ball right through you. If you don't let them do that, Lehigh doesn't have many other options to win the football game. We saw it last year in Riverview's 14-2 win at Lehigh, and a great start to this game tonight. Nathan Coffin to punt this one away for Lehigh. And Lehigh will use their first timeout of the game. So 9:58, only 2 minutes have been played so far here in quarter number 1. The Rams all tied with the Lightning, and that's exactly, as I just mentioned, exactly what the Rams needed to do. Get that opening stop on Lehigh's opening drive. The key to this game, limit Richard Young. And I'm going to keep saying it over and over again because that is the key. 473 rushing yards in 3 games so far for the Alabama commit. And Riverview did a great job in that first drive, and so Charles Lester will head back to receive this punt. And once again, Nathan Coffin to punt this one away for Lehigh. Charles Lester standing at just about the 50-yard line. Rams showing pressure. High snap. A short punt. And they'll let it bounce. And it will take a Riverview bounce. And Riverview will begin the game with golden field position at the Lehigh 41-yard line. And that's where Jeremiah Dawson and company will take over for the Rams. The Rams got their offense going early against Palmetto. They had a 74-yard opening drive score against Lehigh or against Palmetto. We're only able to find the end zone one more time, but they're going to want to replicate what they did on that opening drive. Coach Smithers has always talked about the importance of scoring first, and let alone on your opening drive. Really sets the tone and momentum for the game. As here is Jeremiah Dawson in the shotgun. Scooter Trotman to his left. Hands it off right to Charles Lester. Lester looking to bounce to the outside, got some green, and he'll get pushed out of bounds after a 6-yard gain. Starting running back DJ Johnson out with an injury tonight. Scored the Riverview 2 touchdowns against Palmetto last week, and has really been a key part of this run game that Riverview has tried to implement. So starting it back today is Scooter Trotman. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 36-yard line. Jeremiah Dawson in the shotgun. Dawson pitches it to Scooter Trotman. Trotman trying to bounce to the outside, and he gets to around the 31-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. Will depend on the spot. And they will give them the first down. So it's 1st down and 10 for the Rams. Ball at the Lehigh 30-yard line. Dawson drops back. Looking to his right. Now fires over the middle, and it is caught. Luke Petito on the short gain. Luke Petito, who missed the entire season last year, making up for the time was something that he mentioned. We talked to him before the season opened, and he talked about playing his last season and making up for what he missed last season. And Luke Petito's done a solid job this year. Is committed to play at Holy Cross next season. Bad snap. Dawson handles it. Hands it off to Scooter Trotman, and Trotman will pick up around 1, maybe 2 yards on the carry before being put to a stop. So it's going to bring up a key 3rd down here for the Rams, deep inside Lehigh's territory. Third down and 4. Talked about it in previous broadcasts. This has been the Achilles heel of the Rams. Dawson drops back. Dawson over the middle. He's got Charles Lester. And Charles Lester will be just short of the first down marker. What will the Rams decide to do here? Will they lean on the leg of Stone Springman? Stone Springman back from injury. But it looks like the Rams are going to keep the offense out here on 4th down and around 2. So they will. Dawson in the shotgun. 2 out to the right. Trotsky to the left. They'll hand it off up the middle to Scooter Trotman. And Trotman bulldozes ahead, and he picks up the first down. Scooter Trotman filling in for the starting spot for DJ Johnson. And on a 4th down and 2, powers through for a big gain. It'll be around 8 or 9 picked up on the play. And it'll bring up first down and 10. A Lehigh player is down on the floor. .7:40 remaining here in the first quarter here at the Ramble. Riverview trying to score on their opening drive. It's a screen over to Weller. Bradley Weller is going to be wrapped up at around the 15, 16-yard line. Nice tackle right there by Darrell Blue. Darrell Blue in the last game against Lake Gibson had a 1-yard rushing touchdown to give Lehigh a 20-14 lead in the third quarter. Someone who doesn't see too much time on offense, but contributed in a big way on a big spot in 4th down. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Lehigh jumped, and it looks like they're going to blow the play dead. So a free 5 yards for the Rams, and it will bring up 2nd down and around 7 or 6.
Encroachment on the defense.
That's something we saw all last week at Palmetto. The penalties really helped Riverview keep a couple drives alive. In fact, both times Riverview went down and scored, they were really prompted by penalties. Lehigh helps him out there. 2nd down and 6. Hands it off up the middle to Scooter Trotman, and he finds his way for 6. Scooter Trotman, his first of the season, and the Rams strike first against Lehigh. Talk about filling the spot perfectly. Scooter Trotman, the backup coming into the game, but making a statement here. Some nice runs on the drive, and he caps it off with the 7-yard rushing touchdown.
A successful PAT by Stone.
And Stone Springman boots it in. 6:46 to go here in quarter number 1, and you cannot ask for a better start than this for the Riverview Rams. The Rams lead 7-0 over the Lehigh Lightning. come back on in here at the Ramble. Stone Springman just booted that one into the end zone. And Lehigh will once again start their second drive at the 25-yard line, where Richard Young and company will come back out onto the field. Last time for the Lightning, couldn't get anything mustered on offense. Lost 2 yards on the drive, had to punt it away, and then Riverview right down the field, a 41-yard drive to get the scoring started, and that sees the Rams with a 7-0 lead. Mallory is in the shotgun. Young to his right side. Mallory drops back, throws. He's got his receiver to the left, and Jaden Terrahawker will bring him down. That's Darryl Rowe on the reception. And that is good enough for a Lehigh first down. Again, they won't bring much of it, but Lehigh does have a solid passing game. They can, but they like to lean on that running game. But Mallory, good job of opening it up after Lehigh started with 3 straight runs on their opening drive. Mallory again in the air, and it's once again caught by Lehigh. And it will be another first down. That time it's brought in by Sean Battle. Lehigh doing a nice job here, moving down the field. 2 straight first downs to open up this drive. Lehigh's leading receiver on the year is Kirby Joseph. 18 receptions, 195 yards, and 1 touchdown on the season. Mallory drops back off his back foot, throws, and it's almost intercepted. Charles Lester could not get his hands on it. He almost had his first of the season. Mallory rolled to the right there, kind of threw it off his back foot after a little bit of pressure. Chucked it off his back foot, overthrew his receiver, and Charles Lester so close to getting 2 hands on that one. A timeout for a water break. 5:46 to go here in the first quarter. Riverview up 7-0. Again, we talked about Lehigh winning their first game of the season against Lake Gibson. They won 26-20. Richard Young with 302 yards in that game. That game was actually on ESPNU. And the Lehigh coach was kind of talking about how cool of an opportunity that was for his players to get some time on national television, but did give credit where credit was due, and said the reason for them being on ESPNU was no doubt Richard Young. This is a team in Lehigh that's getting national type attention, won a game on national television last week. This is why this game is so important for Riverview. Not only to get your first win of the season and get back on track, what an opponent it would be to do it against. The fake, and it is intercepted by Deshaun Olave. House call, touchdown Riverview. Deshaun Olave had a strip 6 last year, and now he's got a pick 6 this year. Deshaun Olave hyping up the student section. He's all smiles. The whole Riverview is all smiles now. Looks like that pass might have got deflected at the line of scrimmage, and it just fell right in the hands of Deshaun Olave. His first touchdown of the season, and the Rams open it up. Extra point is up, and it is good. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? 5:36 to go here in quarter number 1. And the Riverview Rams making a statement earlier. 14, Riverview. The Lehigh Lightning, 0. Deshaun Olave, big time play, had a touchdown last year. A strip 6 against Lakewood Ranch, and was able to get his first touchdown of the year this year. Stone Springman will boot this one away. And it will go in the end zone. Almost went out of bounds, but just caught that corner. So 5:36 to go here in the first quarter. Riverview already up 14-0. Lehigh started the game with the ball. Lehigh has to find a way to get some points on the board. And you gotta think, they've gotta look to Richard Young. They threw every play on that drive. Not that it wasn't working at first, but you've got to, down 14-0, even though that would most likely for most teams be like, all right, we got to start passing the ball, moving the ball down the field. Richard Young is how you move the ball down the field. So we'll see what Lehigh brings out here. First down and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Wide receiver goes in motion. There's the handoff to Young. And Young powers ahead for around 5-6 yards on the carry. So Richard Young finally gets a carry that goes for positive yards. .5:05 here to play in the first quarter. Rams making a statement early. They're up 14-0. Mallory in the shotgun. Mallory looks over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. Jaden Terrelhocker almost got his hands on it. That's a couple times today, one with Lester and one with Terrelhocker, that the Rams have almost had a pick. And Jaden Terrelhocker had that whole right side if he was able to get his hands on that one. And it now brings up a 3rd down and 4 for this Lehigh offense. Obviously not yet in a must-get situation, but down 14-0 already. Lehigh has to have some answers. They'll hand it off to Richard Young, and Young hits the outside, and he's going to be tackled down by Jaden Terrelhocker, but not after Young picks up the first down. Richard Young, not only is he huge, Richard Young is a tough man to get down to the ground with his strength and muscle, but he's quick. He has that strength and muscle, but he's also so quick to his feet, so quick to make a cut and move. Makes him one of the top in the nation. First down and 10. Mallory will keep it. Mallory makes a move. Mallory to the outside, and he'll step out at around the 35-yard line before being forced out of bounds by a swarm of Riverview defenders. Bring up 2nd down and 5. Second down and 6. Mallory will keep it again, and Mallory going nowhere. Tackled down right away. With his 2nd tackle of the game, that's Jack Fulvig. Great pursuits of the ball right there by Jack Fulvig. Found the quarterback on the QB draw. He had an option to pitch it to Young, decided to keep it, but Fulvig was right there to make the stop. And now with his 3rd down and 6. Strong student section tonight for the Rams. Making some noise on this 3rd down. 3:45 to go, first quarter. Mallory. And that's going to be a flag on Young. Full start. Richard Young just moving a little bit early on that play. And what was 3rd down and manageable, now you're looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 11 coming up here for Lehigh. Jamari and Braxton in the backfield with Mallory. Mallory in the shotgun. On 3rd down and 11. Mallory looking for Braxton. It is incomplete. On 3rd down and 12, they try for a little quick screen, but Mallory just overshot Braxton. And once again, Lehigh's going to have to put this football away. Lehigh has not got past midfield today yet. They've been through 3 drives so far in this game. Lester back to receive at around the 45-yard line. Coffin boots it away. And a horrendous punt. My goodness. A 2-yard punt by Nathan Coffin. Took a terrible bounce, and the Rams will take full advantage of that. My goodness, got a terrible leg on it, bounced it around the 46, 47-yard line, and then bounced back 11 yards. And so once again, the Rams will have great field position. They started at the 41-yard line on their open drive, which they scored for a touchdown. Then the pick six, the second offensive drive for the Rams. They start in great field position once again. Let's see what Dawson and the offense have in store this time. Dawson drops back. Dawson over the middle for Luke Patita. Is he in? He is! Or maybe they'll mark him a yard short. It looks like they might have. Never mind, it is a touchdown. Luke Patita for 6. What a start to this game for the Rams. Dawson, the play action. And over the middle, it was the Holy Cross commit, Luke Patita. The extra point is up, and it is good. Ladies and gentlemen, how about this start? 3:05 to go in the first quarter. It is all Riverview. Opening drive touchdown converted by Scooter Troutman. Then the pick six by Deshaun Olay. And then Luke Patita getting his first touchdown of the season. Riverview is rolling. We'll be back after this timeout. First quarter, and Riverview is putting on a show. 21-0. Jeremiah Dawson just connected on a 38-yard passing touchdown to Luke Patita. Stone Springman boots it away, and it is going to be caught at around the 5-yard line. And here comes Lehigh trying to make something happen here. A flag does come out, returned by Marcus Young. Riverview helmet lying there at around the 18-yard line. The refs will conjure at around the 25. Looks like the flag will be on Riverview. Just can't get over the start for Riverview. This was so important to get off to the right start. Not only to get off to the right start, but the way that they've done so. Opening drive touchdown after a 3-and-out to start the game. Then a pick six, and then a 1-play 38-yard touchdown over the middle to Luke Patita. It doesn't get much better than that. Can't script a better start than that. And Richard Young with less than 10 rushing yards and a lose 2 more there. Richard Young with nowhere to go. Dante Abner on the stop. Richard Young with just 5 yards rushing on the ground. And this is kind of what we saw last year against Lehigh. Richard Young had just over 100 yards for the season. Richard Young had 1,900 rushing yards in 11 games. And in the game against us, it was his lowest scoring total. But Lehigh taking a shot down the field. It is incomplete. Mallory looking for Kelton Henderson on the reception, but Henderson could not get to it in time, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 12. .2:10 to go in the first quarter, and Lehigh already in danger of this one getting out of hand. Still haven't crossed midfield yet, and they'll need to here, or they're in danger of giving the ball back to Riverview with 2:10 to go in the first quarter, and Riverview being up by 21. And remember, still a long way away, but Riverview does get the ball to start the second half. Throw over the middle, and it is deflected away by Deshaun Olave, once again making something happen.
Incomplete. Hit by Deshaun Olave. Down a big night.
And once again, Lehigh will have to punt it away. Lehigh does bring in a new quarterback, Daryl Hodge, and that quarterback, the senior. He's thrown for 1 touchdown on the season so far. And Mallory just was not getting the job done, so they tried to switch it up on that 3rd down. We'll see if they elect to keep Hodge in for the rest of the game. Lester waits for the fair catch, and Lester catches it at the 43-yard line with 1:57 to go here in quarter number 1. It's still all Riverview. Another stop by the defense, and now once again it'll be Jeremiah Dawson and the offense coming back on for the Rams. 2 great drives for the Rams so far. Had that opening drive for 41 yards for a score by Scooter Trotman, 7 yards out. And then Jeremiah Dawson, his longest passing touchdown of his varsity career, 38 yards over the middle to Luke Petita, who just powered through some tacklers, dove to the end zone, and was able to reach. Timeout has been called. Lehigh calls their 2nd timeout of the first half. So they'll talk it over before Riverview takes their 3rd drive of the game. And we'll head to a commercial timeout. Riverview with the ball when we come back. Welcome back on into the Ramble. 1:57 to play here in quarter number 1. Riverview on top of the Lightning, 21-0. Dawson under some pressure. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage right there. Deflected by Irvin's Malabranch. So 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Rams.
2nd and 10.
Ball at their own 44-yard line. Riverview with 3 wide receivers to the right. It's a pitch to Lease. Lease trying to hit up that sideline, and he is met. A pickup of around 1 on the carry. In fact, he'll get none. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Rams. Dawson on 3rd down. Fakes a handoff. Looking. Fires over the middle. It is deflected and almost intercepted. Tommy Battle almost got his hands on that one. And the Lightning force a 3 and out. And Riverview will be forced to punt it away for the first time tonight. And Stone Springman back to punt it away. and Springman boots it away. It'll go out of bounds, and it will be marked at the 30-yard line. They'll move it to the 34-yard line, and Lehigh will take on its 5th possession of the game here in the first quarter. 21-0. Can Lehigh finally do something on offense? Still haven't moved the ball past midfield. You got the number 2 running back in the nation. Eventually, Lehigh is going to have to get something going, and they're going to have to get something going quickly. Richard Young been held to 4 to 5 yards so far on the night. Almost an exact replica of what we saw when the Rams traveled down to Fort Myers to play the Lightning. Handoff to Richard Young, and he'll power through, maybe pick up around 2-3 yards on the carry. But once again met by a swarm of Riverview defenders. Time ticking down here in quarter number 1. Under 30. And once again, a new quarterback for Lehigh. It's Daryl Hodge, now under center. Hodge drops back, looks to his right, got a receiver, but he's going to be wrapped up by Charles Lester. Actually, he's still on his feet, and he breaks free of Lester. What a play that was! Kelton Henderson, who was wrapped up by Lester before the first down, just powered right through him, and he moves the chains for the Lightning. Big time play. That's the type of plays you need when your offense is struggling. Need a breakthrough play like that, and that's exactly what they got. And that will wrap up quarter number 1 here at the Ramble. It's been all Riverview. The offense been involved early. Deshaun Olave and the defense been involved early. 21 Riverview. Lehigh, nothing. Quarter number 2 will be underway after this short break. Beginning of the second quarter underway here. Here's Hodge. Hodge drops back, fires over the middle, and he's got his receiver. And there is Kirby Joseph. Joseph up the sideline. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Lehigh. Kirby Joseph for 6. '50-yard touchdown pass from Hodge to Joseph. They brought in Hodge for a spark. They needed a spark, and that's exactly what they got. Kirby Joseph's 2nd touchdown of the season. And the extra point is up. And it is good. Ricardo Maldonado picks it up. So a great start for the Lightning to start the second quarter. It is Hodge to Joseph for 6. So far, Riverview has done a great job of limiting Richard Young. So far, under 10 yards. But then, after you expect Richard Young, even when Richard Young isn't getting the ball, that's the type of effect that Richard Young has. Richard Young, they're expecting the ball to go to him 9 times out of 10, so when it doesn't, and they run a little play action fake to him, then they throw it down over the middle. They've got more room to work with down the field because they've got so many defenders focused on Richard Young, which allowed Kirby Joseph to find himself open over the middle and then just cut the field and put it in for 6. So 11:46 to go here in quarter number 2, a high-scoring affair so far. 21-7 the score. Back deep for the Rams, it's Scooter Trotman and Charles Lester. Nathan Coffin sets a boot this one away for Lehigh as they'll lean on their defense to try and get them back into this one. Offense did their job on the last drive. We'll see what their defense has in store. They will boot it away, and they'll let Lester get a return. He receives it at around the 6-7 yard line. Lester trying to break free, but he cannot. He is spread right to the ground right there. Andre Jocelyn on the tackle.
Andre Jocelyn tackle. And again, 1st and 10. 19 yards.
So for the first time tonight, Riverview will not be starting inside the 40-yard line. They'll be at their own 19-yard line. And that's where Jeremiah Dawson and company come back out onto the field. Julius Edwards, Bobby Bowden, Kai Colosso, Adam Blizzard in the offensive line have done a great job tonight, leaving room for Jeremiah Dawson to make plays happen. Hasn't been sacked once. And here's Bradley Weller on the reception. He'll pick up 5 yards on the little screen play. So he'll pick up 6 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Bradley Weller in the last game against Palmetto had an amazing 30-yard reception, came back for the ball, falling down for it, and had a huge reception which set up Riverview for 1st down and goal. Riverview did not score on that drive, however, but Riverview, after a fumble recovery on the very next play after they were stopped on 4th down and goal, were able to get the ball back and then later punch it in. Bradley Weller, one of just many newer wide receivers on this team. A lot of new wide receivers, a lot of new names other than Charles Lester, as here is Lease pushing the pile for the 1st down. Chris Lease back up to Scooter Trotman tonight, while DJ Johnson isn't available once again due to an injury. Chris Lease had a couple of nice gains in the loss against Palmetto last week. Here's Jeremiah Dawson, 10-19 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Dawson drops back. Dawson under some pressure. Dawson fires. He's got Lester. Lester trying to go back and make something happen, but he is brought down to the turf. Great tackle right there by Tommy Battle. That's his 2nd tackle of the game, and it will bring up 2nd down for the Rams. Second down and 10. Dawson looking, fires over the middle for Luke Batita, but he cannot connect with them, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 10. You've seen here with the loss of DJ Johnson, the Rams really starting to open up this passing game like we have not seen before. Jeremiah Dawson with under 200 yards passing before this game started. Those numbers are surely climbing tonight. So a 3rd down and 10, and this is a great spot here for the Lightning. If the Lightning can get a stop, get a score, they're right back into this game. Riverview had the ball up 21-0. Kind of looked like maybe one more score and Riverview could put this game out of reach. But now it's 3rd down and 10. Dawson rolls to the left. Dawson looking for Lester over the top, and he's got him! Lester spins, and he's brought down to the ground. They'll actually mark him out of bounds at the 40-yard line. But a great job by Dawson for extending the play, and what a job by Charles Lester. The play wasn't there, Lester changed up the route, and Dawson puts it in perfect placement over the top of the defender. And it's a first down for Riverview. That's something we haven't seen from this offense yet. Being able to extend plays in the air, and some movement at the line. It'll be against Lehigh. But again, as I just mentioned, that rollout and throw it down the field for big plays hasn't really been there for the Rams, but you just see a 30-yard gain there. You have the 38-yard passing touchdown earlier. This Rams offense and Jeremiah Dawson finally, after some time, starting to click. You also have to remember, Riverview is only bringing back 2 offensive starters last year. Charles Lester and Kai Colosso, the only 2 players that started on offense last year. As here's Scooter Troutman pushing ahead, and he picks up the first down. Scooter Troutman having himself a game so far. Riverview at the Lightning 27-yard line. Hands it off once again to Troutman, and his helmet comes flying off. A flag does come in right about where the tackle happened.
Troutman on the carry, we'll check on the penalty flag.
Scooter Troutman thinks it was a face mask. Talking a little bit of smack to Kelton Henderson. And that's exactly what it will be. Scooter Troutman called it. It is a face mask.
Face mask on the Lightning. Takes the ball down to the 14-yard line.
And will be first down and 10 at the 14-yard line. So an automatic first down now for the Rams. Chris Lease to the left of Jeremiah Dawson. Dawson drops back. Dawson looking to the left side, and it's going to be intercepted by Kelton Henderson. And he's going to try and bring it out of the end zone, and he does to around the 22-23 line. So just after Kelton Henderson was called for the face mask, he gets the interception. There is a flag, however, on the play. And you can take away that interception by Henderson. It is a pass interference on Lehigh. That is huge. Lehigh had just gained all the momentum back in this game if that interception stood. So a lucky break for the Rams. And it will now bring up first down and goal at the 6-yard line. Three wide receivers for the Rams. Weather on the left, Lester in the left slot, and far right is Jackson Wojtrowski. .806 here to go in the second quarter. Riverview knocking on the door of their 3rd offensive touchdown of the night. And that is going to be an offside. Lehigh jumped early once again. It's going to be called on Robert Raybon. It's a 3rd offside penalty for the Lightning tonight. That's, again, penalties have been a huge part of the Lightning keeping this drive alive for the Rams. So now it's first down and goal from the 3-yard line. Dawson sends Lester in motion to the right. Looking for Lester. He's got Lester to the pylon. The ref falling to the ground. No clear call yet. Fell on top of a Lehigh player. The other ref coming to talk to him. And it looks like they're going to mark him just short.
Lester slid out of bounds inside the 1-yard line.
So they will mark him down 1 yard short. Second down and goal at the 1 yard line. Dawson fakes the handoff and he lost the football and Lehigh picks it up and Lehigh's going to return this all the way. Disaster! It is Tyree Cunningham. 99 yards the other way. Exactly what you could not have. Unbelievable. And just like that, from what would have been 28-7, it's now going to be 21-14 if Lehigh can knock in the extra point. Talk about a turn and change in momentum. My goodness, that'll do it for you right there. Jeremiah Dawson faked the handoff, looked to keep it himself, and he lost the ball, and Tyree Cunningham was right there to pick it up. Tyree Cunningham, the leader for this Lehigh defense. 23 solo tackles this season. He's got 34 total, but his biggest play of the season, no doubt, right there, picking it up for 6. Unbelievable. Nobody knocked it out. Jeremiah Dawson just lost it, and Tyree Cunningham was there to clean up the mess. So 2 personal fouls are on both teams. The play will officially result in a touchdown. Extra point is up, and it is blocked! And it is picked up by Riverview. It looked like the whistles might have actually blown it dead, but Riverview with the key block. So Lehigh with a fumble recovered for a touchdown, 99 yards to the house, got him a score, but a blocked extra point keeps this at a Riverview 8-point lead. It's the Rams 21 and the Lightning 13. 7:35 to play in the second quarter. We'll be back for more action after this break. Riverview set to receive the ball once again. Most likely, it should have been Riverview kicking it off, but instead, a 99-yard recovery for Tyree Cunningham. And the Lightning are right back into this game. Scooter Trotman lets it bounce into the end zone, and Riverview will start at the 20-yard line, where they'll need a big drive to get back to a double-digit lead. 21-13 the score, 7:35 to go, second quarter. Riverview had done exactly what they needed to do on that drive. Drove down 80 yards. Just couldn't get that 81st. Sort of that last drive on the 19-yard line. And that's now twice that we've seen. It was actually first down and goal due to the penalties and the offsides that were 2 in a row for Lehigh. It was actually first down and goal on that fumble. That's now 2 games in a row where Riverview has had the ball first down and goal at the 1-yard line and not been able to convert. And they'll hand it off to Scooter Trotman. Trotman still on his feet, and he powers ahead for a 7-yard gain. What a nice play that was by Scooter Trotman. Robert Raybon in on the stop, was tugging Trotman by his jersey, but Trotman just kept running. Kept making plays happen. 7:13 to go here in the second quarter. Dawson hands it off once again to Scooter Trotman, and he is wrapped up right away by Tyree Cunningham. And now it sets up 3rd down and 3. This is a huge play for the Riverview offense. You give the Lightning a chance to possibly, if you don't get this, go down and tie this game up before halftime, which at 21-0 with the ball, about nobody in this stadium would have thought. Dawson rolls to his right, looking for a receiver, fires over the middle. He's got CL3 for the reception. Charles Lester's 3rd reception of the game, and it's another one on that rollout by Dawson. On that last rollout, on the last drive, you saw Dawson extend the plate to the left and just chipping it over the top of a defender to find Lester for a 30-yard gain. And that play, Lester cuts up the middle, and it's hard to stick with Lester running a slant route. First down and 10. Lester, the 5-star recruit. If you're a fan of the college, your college probably wants Charles Lester to play for their team. Here's a handoff to Scooter Trotman, and Trotman once again up the middle for a 1st down. Play whistled dead after Trotman held up at around the 49, 48-yard line. But Scooter Trotman, have yourself a day so far. And an official timeout for water break. We are halfway through quarter number 2, a big turn of events here as the Lehigh Lightning, a fumble recovery for a 99-yard touchdown. We're headed to timeout. Riverview driving, 5:58 left to play in half number 1. First down and 10, ball in Lehigh territory. Dawson drops back. Dawson over the middle. It's deflected. It's intercepted. Anthony Campbell dropped it. And it is Robert Raybon with the interception. And Riverview is letting this one slip from their hands. Once again, Riverview driving down the field in a mistake that just shouldn't happen. Yes, a little bit of a high throw right there by Jeremiah Dawson, but that pass has to be caught right there by Anthony Campbell. Couldn't squeeze it in. And now the Lehigh Lightning, who were once dead, are now alive. 5:45 to play in the second quarter. Rams on top, 21-13. Hodge in at quarterback. Fires, got him in. It is caught, and Kelton Henderson down after a 6-yard gain. And ever since Hodge was put in this game, Hodge was put in this game at 21-0 after that 50-yard touchdown pass to Joseph. The tide has turned. It's caught by Smith at around the 45, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds right there by Pablo Perez. But not after the first down was picked up. Ball placed at the Riverview 42-yard line. First down and 10. Hands it off to Richard Young. Never mind, he'll keep it. And Hodge is going to be met by a swarm of Riverview defenders. Dante Abner. Still a solid gain on the play there by Hodge. A nice fake as well to Richard Young. But a good adjustment by the Rams defense to see it coming. Limited to only 5 yards. And now back at quarterback is Dorian Mallory. He started the game and was replaced early in the second. It's a handoff to Young. Young bounces off a tackler. Gets some blockers up the sideline. There's the speed. And there is Young. So close to a touchdown. Knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Richard Young, his first explosive play of the game. And Lehigh knocking on the door with the possibility to tie it up late in quarter number 2. First down and goal for Lehigh. 4:23 to play, second quarter. Mallory hands it off to Young, and he is thrown to the ground. Once again on the tackle, it is Jack Fulvig, his third of the game. Jack Fulvig, not a name that we have called much here this season, but Jack Fulvig making a name for himself tonight. His third tackle of the game, and a big one right there on first down and goal. 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Lehigh was down 21-0 at the end of one. And Lehigh knocking on the door of tying this game. It's second down and goal. Mallory drops back. Mallory to the back corner of the end zone. It is incomplete. Was looking for Darrell Rowe. And it'll bring up third down and goal. A big play for the Riverview defense.
Pass was intended for Darrell Rowe.
If you're Riverview right here, you got to let them beat you with the arm. Mallory has not shown much promise today. It's really been Hodge, the backup, who's shown the promise with the arm. They'll hand it off to Young, and he walks in the end zone. His third touchdown of the year, and Lehigh is a 2-point conversion away from tying this ball game up. What a response by the Lightning. Led by 2 Riverview turnovers. And Richard Young, the 7-yard rushing touchdown. Lehigh has called their final timeout of the half. It was 21-7. Riverview had first down and goal at the 1-yard line. Jeremiah Dawson fumbled it. Tyree Cunningham returned it 98 yards to the house. And right then and there, the momentum of this game switched. Then Riverview started driving the ball down the field once again. But Riverview turned the ball over and around midfield. Anthony Campbell couldn't squeeze in the pass from Jeremiah Dawson. And then, led by Richard Young, Lehigh drives right down the field. And it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. The offense was out there. We'll see what they elect to do. You look at the screen, our upcoming schedule. The Rams are off next week for their bye week. But after that, it is a home game, a district game versus Venice High School. The all-important game. If Riverview wins that game, they are perfectly set up to win district. All they would then need to do is beat Sarasota. The 2-point conversion for Lehigh. Mallory drops back. Mallory under some pressure, slips, stays on his feet, looks for Young in the end zone, and he's got it. We are tied with 3:24 to go. Mallory, who almost fell to the ground, extends the play. Young comes down with it, and we're tied at 21. .324 to go in the second quarter. Riverview desperately needs to get back on the scoreboard here before halftime. Yes, Riverview does get the ball to begin the second half, but in a game you were up 21-0 going into the second quarter, you've got to have a lead at halftime. This is a game Riverview has let it get away from them. 21-7, ball at the 1 yard line. If Riverview cannot find a way to win this game, that's what you're going to go back and look to. But they have an opportunity right here. Plenty of time remaining here in half number 1 to drive down the field, go get a touchdown, and then get the ball back. Go down and score again, and you're back up 14. But a big drive coming up here for the Rams. It is booted away, and Lester receives it at around the 5 yard line. Can Charles Lester make some magic happen? Oh, he is lit up at the 20 yard line. Robert Raybon on the tackle. He had that interception on the last Riverview drive, and here comes Riverview in the offense. Jeremiah Dawson, 2 straight turnovers on 2 straight drives. Gotta find a way to get past that, move past that, and go down and get a score before halftime. First down and 10 coming up here for the Rams. 3:18 to go here in half number 1. Dawson in the shotgun. Hands it off to Scooter Trotman. Trotman bounces. And Trotman is going to be tackled down once again by Raybon after a 2 yard gain. Robert Raybon has been everywhere tonight. We'll give him 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Another handoff, and this time he's met behind the line of scrimmage. Jaheim Buchanan on the tackle. And now it is 3rd down and long with 2:30 to go, and now Riverview all of a sudden is in danger of being down at halftime if you can't convert this 3rd down and 13. That's the last thing you wanted from this drive. Riverview letting some time tick off this clock, but no matter what, if Lehigh can find a way to get a stop here, they're going to have over a minute and a half to drive down and get a touchdown. Five seconds to get the snap off. And a timeout called by Riverview. Josh Smithers saw it, called the timeout. And they'll talk over this big 3rd down. 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Rams. They desperately need this. 1:59 to go. Lehigh gets this ball back. The way their offense has been moving these past couple drives, they got that 50-yard touchdown pass from Hodge to Joseph. Richard Young finally found some momentum on the offensive side of the ball, running the football. So you really gotta pick up a 1st down because the Lightning have found their rhythm. They found their stride. And now you're in danger of being down at halftime after you up 21-0. But a big 3rd down coming up here. Dawson in the shotgun. He's got Lester in the right slot. A big time play for Jeremiah Dawson and the Rams offense. They'll hand it off to Scooter Trotman. Trotman bounces. Trotman stays on his feet, but then it's finally ripped to the ground. Tommy Battle and Jeremiah Vasquez on the stop. and the Rams will have to punt it away. Lehigh does not have any timeouts. They've used all 3 so far, so Riverview can let all 25 seconds remaining on the snap clock to go down before punting this away, but nevertheless, the Lightning will have a shot. Kelton Henderson and Marquise Young back to receive for the Lightning. Stone Springman boots it away. And it is returned by Henderson. Henderson up the middle. Henderson trips at the 45-yard line with exactly 1 minute to play in half number 1. There's a flag that comes in late. Looks like we got a Rams shaking up there. Appears to be Deshaun O'Leave. It is a holding on Lehigh. And so that punt return will be brought back from the Riverview 45-yard line to now the Lehigh 33. Make sure to stick on in for halftime. Riverview Kilty Band will be performing. One of the best bands in the county, in the entire state of Florida. 1st and 10. Hodge back in at quarterback. Fires over the middle, and he's got Joseph again. Joseph picks up the first down. And here comes Lehigh. Clock stops at a first down. There's a flag. It's a face mask on the Rams. Everything that could be going wrong right now is going wrong. 51.9 seconds to go. And the Lightning already in plus territory. Ball at the Riverview 36-yard line. Hodge fires, and he's got his receiver. It is Henderson, and he gets out of bounds. And that'll be another Lehigh first down. Got out of bounds, so the clock will stop with 37 seconds to go. First down and 10, ball at the Riverview 26-yard line. Lehigh with 21 straight unanswered points. Hodge under pressure, fires to the end zone, and it is intercepted by Jaden Terahawker. And Terahawker decides to take it out of the end zone. And now he's going to be down at the 1-yard line. A great interception and a great stop by the Rams defense. But Jaden Terahawker does not go down right away, and he'll be down at the 1-yard line. So 26 seconds. You got to think here for the Rams. Just a quick little QB sneak by Jeremiah Dawson, kind of get the offensive line to push it forward, get 2 or 3 yards, not even. Just get some space to send this one to halftime. Lehigh doesn't have any timeouts, so they can't stop it to force you to run more plays. So 1 play for positive yards. Get out of here with just it being 21-21. And right now, getting out of here at just 21-21 seems like a win for the Rams, but Dawson is lined up in the shotgun. They will hand it off, and he does get out of the end zone before being tackled. And that should send us to halftime. And that will send us to halftime. What an electric start. What an electric game this has been. It started with the Rams scoring on their opening drive. Then a Deshaun O'Leave pick six. Then Riverview a 38-yard passing touchdown to Luke Matina. It was all going Riverview's way until Hodge came in at quarterback for Lehigh, a 50-yard bomb to Kirby Joseph. Then a strip six, not even a strip six, just a fumble recovered, 99 yards by Tyree Cunningham. Then Richard Young, a 9-yard rushing touchdown with around 3 minutes to go in the first half. And just like that, we have ourselves a tie ball game here at the home opener of the Riverview Rams season. We head to halftime. It's 21-21. Riverview will receive the second half kickoff.
Hey Ram Nation, Coach Smithers here. I'm excited to get this football season underway. I'm also excited to bring to you another season of our football games via YouTube. If you like the games that you're able to watch every weekend, we'd love to get your help. There are two ways to do it. You can do it either via text or you can do a sponsorship. If you're interested, please contact Jackie Weller. Her information's on the screen. Thank you very much for tuning in, and go Rams.
consists of music from the bands of Boston. We open up with Love Drunk, followed by Dream On, followed by I'm Shipping Up to Boston, and we close with a Boston medley of More Than a Feeling, Don't Look Back.
Welcome back on into the Ramble for second half action. Riverview and the Lightning tied up at 21. Riverview was up 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then Lehigh turned it on and have come to tie this game at 21. An exciting second half of action getting set for us today. Lehigh had nothing going for them to start this game. Richard Young couldn't get anything going, but Richard Young, after having 5 yards in the first quarter, now has 9 carries for 51 yards, and the Riverview running back, Scooter Trotman, 13 carries for 61 yards on the game so far. So Riverview's Scooter Trotman, backup running back, is currently out rushing the number 2 running back in the nation, but none of that matters. All that matters is the score at the top of your screen, and it's knotted up at 21 as we begin quarter number 3. And the kickoff will bounce into the end zone, and that's where Riverview will begin, right up the 20-yard line. And welcome back out onto the field, the Riverview offense. The Riverview offense struggled mightily at the second quarter, but in the first quarter, you had a 41-yard drive to get the game going. Then you had the 38-yard passing touchdown from Jeremiah Dawson to Luke Batita. But then, on first down and go at the 1, Jeremiah Dawson fumbled, and ever since then, the offense really hasn't been able to get back into that groove that they were once in. They'll look to change that here in the third quarter. Here's Jeremiah Dawson in the shotgun. Hands it off to Scooter Trotman. There goes Trotman, powering ahead for a couple of extra yards. Can be wrapped up right there by Lorenzo Hickson. So it'll bring up second down and around 8 to 7 yards. And they'll hand it off to Lester. Lester trying to bounce to the outside, and he'll pick up some solid yards, around 4 to 5 on the carry, and it will bring up third down and manageable. Third down and 3 coming up. They hand it off up the middle. It's Scooter Trotman trying to pounce for the first down. It will depend on the spot. It's going to be close, but it looks like he might be just short, and he is. Fourth down and 1. What will the offense decide to do? They're going to stay on the field on fourth down and 1. A game-changing play right here. And it looks like they're just going to try and jump, or try and attempt for Lehigh to jump, and a timeout been called by Coach Smithers. So the Rams will decide to talk it over, but calling a timeout makes me think they're going to go for it here on that fourth down. Never mind, they called a timeout, but don't. An interesting decision, and in a close game, 21 to 21, why not just take the 5-yard penalty, back it up, and save that timeout when in a close game, you might need that timeout later in the game. We'll see if that comes back to haunt the Rams, but for now, it'll be fourth down and 1, and Stone Springman is set to punt this one away. Henderson at around the 43-yard line of the Lightning to receive this punt. Not the opening drive the Rams were hoping for. They'll need to lean on their defense to get a stop. Springman boots it away. It's a good punt. Backs up Henderson. Bounces at the 36. Takes a Riverview bounce all the way down to the 31-yard line. And a late flag comes in. Looks like an unnecessary hit right there on Lehigh. This will most likely be coming back 15 yards. And it is. It's a personal foul on the Lightning. And that's the type of stuff that you just can't have. You're already backed up at the 30-yard line. That's actually pretty good field position. You take a 15-yard penalty, though. Now you're set at the 15-yard line to drive down the field. Just not as manageable as a spot. He was nowhere near the play. Had no impact on anything, but 15 yards back for the Lightning. They will start their first drive of the second half, first down and 10. Hodge in at quarterback. Hodge looking to the right. He's got Smith. Smith at the 20 before being wrapped to the floor by Jaden Terrahocker. Jaden Terrahocker had the interception to end half number 1. He's also got 2 tackles on the night as well.
Number 21 is Aiden Steiner.
They'll give them 7 on the play. It's second down and 3. The ball at the 22-yard line. Hodge. It'll be a handoff to Richard Young. Young trying to escape Abner, and he cannot. A nice late hit on the play, though, by Deshaun Olave. Abner had him by his jersey, but then Deshaun Olave popped him to the floor.
Brings up third down.
So a third down and 3 coming up for the Lightning. Can the Rams force a 3 and out and get the ball in solid field position? The punter for Lehigh has not had a good game so far. Nathan Kaufman had a 2-yard punt earlier in this game, which actually resulted to Riverview starting at the 38-yard line, and then it was Dawson to Petita for 38-yard touchdown. 3rd down and 3. Hodge looking. Hodge misfires. Looking for Smith on the right side. Caden Terahawker in coverage, and the punt team will have to come out for the Lightning. That's a huge stand by the Riverview defense. The Riverview defense kind of has been backed up now. After a great start to the game, it's kind of fallen down in the second quarter. And after Riverview could not score in the opening drive, couldn't even get the offense moving on the opening drive. A 3 and out there is a huge way to start. You got Charles Lester just above the 50-yard line. He's at the 49, set to return this punt. Coffin will look to improve from his 2-yard punt. History should tell us that won't be too hard to do. And now Lehigh will call a timeout. So with 8:51 to go here in the third quarter, it's Riverview 21 and Lehigh 21. We'll be back after this short break. Low snap. He does punt it away. It goes right to Lester, and Lester fair catches it at the Riverview 48-yard line. And that's where Jeremiah Dawson and company will take over with 8:44 to go here in quarter number 3. Riverview needs some offense. Can they get some? We'll be back in just a moment. Jeremiah Dawson fakes a handoff under some pressure, and he is sacked to the ground by a swarm of Lightning. Jeremiah Vasquez on the sack. They'll bring up 2nd down and 12. This is a big drive for Riverview. Haven't scored since that 38-yard passing touchdown to Petita. It's a handoff to Chris Lease up the middle, and he is going to be taken down to the ground by Tyree Cunningham after a gain of 2. And right away, the Rams offense faced with a 3rd down and long. It's a big play in this game. Riverview has got to find some offense. Eventually, we saw it. Lehigh started slow, but that offense eventually picked up. They need some points on the board. They bring pressure. It's a screen to Lester. Here goes Charles Lester. No, man, he needed to break one more tackle, but a great tackle. Once again, it is Robert Raybon. It'll bring up 4th down and around 6 yards, and they'll send out Stone Springman to punt it away. So right after the Rams defense forces a 3 and out, Lehigh's defense does the same, and now Stone Springman set to boot it away. Marquise Young back to receive for Lehigh. And it will bounce out of bounds at around the 21-22 yard line. 7-11 remains here in the third quarter. Still knotted up at 21 apiece. It's been a great game here for the Riverview Rams home opener. Again, 0-3 on the season so far, but you look at this Rams schedule that they face. They face a top 10 team in the state in Seminole. Then they face a top 15 team in the state against Buchholz High. Then they face a top 25 team in the state in Palmetto. In Palmetto, they lost 17-14 in double overtime. Almost had that one, but now finally back at home. They close out the season with 6 of their last 7 games at home. This is the first of 5 in a row. And especially before the bye week, and especially before you go and play Venice, Riverview needing a win. Hodge back out at quarterback for the Lightning. Didn't start this game, but in the first half, Hodge had over 100 yards passing, 101 to be exact. A handoff to Young. And Young going to be stepped right away after the handoff. Henry for the Goro and Dante Abner in on the stop. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Pace has slowed down just a little bit for Lehigh. Those last 2 scoring drives, the pace is quick, up tempo. 6:40 to go. Third quarter. Once again, it's to Young. Young taken down by Dante Abner. Legoro on the stop once again. 6:22 to go in the third quarter, and it sets up a 3rd down and long. It is 3rd down and 6 coming up here for Lehigh. Third down and 6. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Hodge under some pressure, trying to escape that pressure from Big Mark. Can he get to the 1st down marker? He cannot. He steps out of bounds. Great pressure by the Riverview defense. And we'll see what Lehigh elects to do here. Most likely it will be to send on Nathan Coffin to the punt team, and that's what they will do. Riverview gets a big stop. So what was a very, very high-scoring game in the first half. 42 points scored in the first half combined. 0 so far halfway through quarter number 3. Coffin, plenty of time to boot this one away. By far his best punt of the night. Lester catches it at the 20. And when he didn't call a fair catch, and now Lester trying to make something happen, but he might have broken his cover just a little too soon. Love the idea by Lester. Reminds me of that time when a game against Nebraska, or a game against Arkansas, I believe it was, an SDS school was playing them, and he faked a fair catch at around the 20-yard line. Caught it. Let the defenders run all the way out of bounds, and then hit up the sideline, and he had a free touchdown. Charles Lester looked like he was trying the same thing there, but he just didn't wait long enough. It ended up causing him to lose around 10 more yards, and now here's Dawson, a high snap, hands off to Scooter Trotman. Scooter Trotman, nice move to the outside, and he picks up what might just be enough for the 1st down, all the way down to the 24-yard line, and it is Scooter Trotman having himself a day. We talked about it right before the second half got underway. Scooter Trotman currently out-rushing Richard Young, the number 2 running back in the nation. And with 4:53 to go here in quarter number 3, we are still knotted up at 21 apiece. Riverview with the ball at the 20 at the 15-yard line. We'll be back after this short break. Really? Welcome back on into the Ramble. 21-21. That first down right there was the first down of the second half for either of these teams. It's once again a handoff to Scooter Trotman. Picks up around 4 or 5 yards.
Scooter on the carry. 3.5-yard gain. Bring up second down for the Rams.
Second down and 7. Dawson in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers out to his right side. Lukowski in motion. Dawson under pressure, and he is wrapped up and sacked by Tyree Cunningham. My goodness, have yourself a day. Tyree got the fumble recovery for 99 yards early in the game. Had a couple of tackles as well in the first half and a big sack there. Sets Riverview back. It's around 3rd down and 15. And Dawson fumbled the snap and now is once again brought down by Tyree Cunningham. My word, he's all over the place. Look to your left, look to your right, it doesn't matter, Cunningham is there. And Riverview is set to punt it away. And now Lehigh should be blessed with some golden field position. You're gonna need a strong leg from this one from Stone Springman. Because otherwise it looks like Lehigh will be starting within their own 50-yard line. High snap. Stone Springman boots it away. It'll bounce it around the 38. Takes a bounce to the 47.5-yard line. So with 2:45 to play here in the 3rd quarter, Lehigh will go back on offense. Tied up at 21, looking to break the deadlock here at the Ramble. Riverview's defense backed up against the wall right now. Lehigh, when they've had good field position so far, have made it count. We'll see what they can do on this opportunity. Last time, really the only time Lehigh has had field position around where they're starting now is after the Jeremiah Dawson interception late in the first half, where then Richard Young ran for over 40 yards on that drive. Here's Hodge looking deep down the field on the left side, and he's got his receiver. Once again, it is Kelton Henderson on the reception. Hodge, once again the deep ball. He's made Riverview pay with that today. Had the 50-yard touchdown to Joseph to start his day right after he came in, and now a 40-yard deep ball to Henderson. Henderson's also had himself a nice game as well. It's 1st down and 10. Ball at the 11-yard line. They hand it to Richard Young. Young to the 5. And he is going to be tackled after a gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Second down and 5 coming up here for the Lightning. The Lightning, who were once down 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, have an opportunity to have the lead. Hodge throws it to the side. Can he get in? He can. It is a Lehigh touchdown. Kirby Joseph, second of the game. And Lehigh has come back from down 21 and has scored 27 straight unanswered. What a comeback for Lehigh. Looked like it was going to go to Blue on the carry. Remember, he had a short rushing touchdown in the last game against Lake Gibson. This time, Hodge elected to keep it, and he threw it right to Joseph for his second of the game. And after the extra point is good, with 2:12 to go here in quarter number 3, a turn of events here at the Ramble. It's 28-21. The Lightning are on top. The true will of this Riverview team is going to be shown here in the next 14-12. Riverview, who is up 21-0, now down 28-21. Does Riverview have what it takes to come back after adversity to win this ball game? It's a short kick, returnable. Caught at the 7 by Scooter Trotman, and he's got a hole. He's got to beat the kicker. Cuts up at the 50 and tackled down at the 46-yard line. Scooter Trotman continues to impress tonight. That is exactly the boost the Rams needed. Scooter Trotman received it at the 7-yard line and took it all the way across midfield. They'll officially mark him at the 47-yard line. So great field position for the Rams to start the drive. Dawson in the shotgun. Hand off to Lease, and Lease is met right away. Questley Bunch on the tackle. Second down and 13 coming up now for midfield. High snap. They'll run it once again with Chris Lease. And he stopped after a gain of around 2 yards. And Riverview, they had opened up the passing game early in the game, but they've kind of shied away from that. But that's what was working earlier in today's game, was the passing game. But so far here in the second half and kind of into the second quarter, they've elected to go more run. This is a big third down and 11. Jeremiah Dawson throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Hit as he throws. Tyree Cunningham on the pressure. And Riverview will have to punt it once again. Well, Riverview elected to throw there on third down and 11. But after that, Jeremiah Dawson, he was under some pressure. Tyree Cunningham got to him and then was trying to find Jackson Wojtrowski over the middle, but double teamed and nothing was there. Springman boots it away. It will bounce, and it takes a Lehigh bounce. A flag does come in. Ball down at around the 19-20 yard line. We'll have to check the penalty marker. 49 seconds remain in the third quarter. Ref still talking over this penalty flag. About to get the call. And it is on Lehigh. So they will back up from the 20-yard line. Looks like they'll start at around the 10. As you just saw there, the rain is coming down hard. First down and 10, ball at the 10-yard line. Deshaun Olave getting a quick substitute. Clock will run. Hodge in the shotgun. Hodge drops back. Looking deep down the left side again, but he throws it into no man's land. It's out of bounds. Second down and 10. Now this is, again, a key spot for the Rams. Second down and 10, ball inside the 10-yard line. If you're able to get a stop here, Lehigh is going to be punting from within their own end zone. You're going to be gifted with great field position at around, probably inside your own 50, possibly at the 40. Nathan Coffin hasn't been great with his punch tonight. Highest one, about 30 yards. But other than that, has not done well on punts at all. Hodge elects to throw, and he's going to be tackled right away after the reception. That is Andre Jocelyn, and it brings up third down here for the Lightning. And that is going to send us to the fourth quarter here at the Ramble. Lehigh will be faced with third down and 10 when we get back. They're up by 7. Got a Riverview step here on this third and 10, and the Rams will be right back in action. It's Lehigh 28. It's the Rams 21. Fourth quarter action coming to you real soon. Third down and 10 coming up here for the Lightning. This is a big-time play. Can the Riverview defense get a stop when they need it most? Pressure on the quarterback. They throw it to around the 17 to the 20. Did he get the first down? It looks like he's going to be marked just short. Rowe on the reception, and he is marked just short of the marker. It'll be fourth down, and it looks like, yes, it is the Lehigh punt team coming onto the field. A big-time stop by the Riverview defense. Rowe could not outstretch his hand far enough to get the first down. And now Riverview has a chance to tie this ball game up. Coffin punting away. It's right to Lester. And he fair catches it at the 46-yard line. So once again, Riverview with great field position. Can they make it count this time? Down by 7, back against the wall. And here come the Rams offense. They need an answer. Can Dawson give it to him? 11-11 to play here in the game. Handoff to Scooter Trotman. Trotman bounces to the right side, and there goes Scooter Trotman. He'll get out of bounds at around the 39, 38-yard line. He'll pick up around 7 yards. Solid run by Scooter Trotman. Bounce off the offensive line right there. Good blocking. Was able to then bounce off of him. Hit the outside. Pick up a solid gain. Picks up 7. Ball on the Lehigh 39-yard line. Once again, it's a run to Trotman, and Trotman breaks to the middle, and there goes Scooter. Scooter, do you have it in you? Not a touchdown, but a big play from Scooter Trotman. Down at the 10-yard line, and it should be first down and goal for the Rams. Scooter Trotman, well over 100 yards rushing on the night. A sideline warning on the Rams, but it is now first down and goal. Riverview in business, under 11 minutes to play here in quarter number 4.
Timeout, Lehigh.
And Lehigh will call their second timeout of the game. 28-21 the score. 10:51 here to go in the fourth quarter. Riverview knocking on the door. We'll be back with red zone action. Welcome back on into the Ram Bowl. The rain pouring down on us here. Riverview knocking on the door, down by 7. Dawson in the shotgun. Once again, it's going to Scooter. Scooter hits the hole. Scooter Trotman still on his feet, down at the 2-yard line. Lehigh does not have an answer for Scooter Trotman. 17 carries, 127 yards on the game. Scooter Trotman, who wasn't the starting running back coming into this game, is out-rushing the number 2 running back in the country. Second down and goal. Why not one more time for Trotman? Oh, he's down at the 1. Third down and 1. Talk about an Achilles heel for the Riverview Rams. It's been converting when at the 1-yard line. Twice this season they have not. But they need it here more than ever. Third down and 1. You've got to think this is 4-down territory. But will they need that 4th down? They'll hand it to Lester. No, Dawson will keep it, and Dawson is in for 6. Dawson's first rushing touchdown of the season, and Riverview is an extra point away from tying this ball game up. Beautiful play this time. It fooled everyone in the crowd. It fooled me. Everybody in that situation on third down and go at the 1. Who do they think's getting the ball? If it's not Trotman, Lester's running in motion. It's most likely going to Lester, but Dawson does a great job of pulling it back, diving for the end zone. And this is a huge extra point upcoming for Stone Springman. You betcha! 28-28. What a game we've got here at the home opener at the Ram Bowl. 28 straight unanswered points by Lehigh. But Scooter Trotman and the Riverview Rams drive right down the field. 46-yard drive, and the Rams and the Lightning tied up at 28 apiece. 9:49 to go in the fourth quarter. What an exciting game this has been. High scoring, back and forth game. This is exactly what you want on Friday Night Lights. And the fun isn't done yet. We've still got just under 10 minutes to play here in this one. Comparing this game does not go into overtime, which Riverview did find themselves in an overtime situation last week against Palmetto. They did fall in double overtime, 17-14. Brandon Gonzalez for Palmetto hit the game-winning field goal. And Stone will boot this one away. It's a short kick received at the 6. So he lost the football. My goodness. It is going to be picked up at around the 5-yard line. He's got some blockers in front of him, but not before being tackled out of bounds at the 12-yard line. What a tackle that was by Keone. Marquise Young on the return. Marquise Young was the one who picked it up, wasn't the one who dropped it. And it looks like a Lehigh player is down on the sideline at around the 15-yard line. Can't exactly see, but it looks like Marquise Young would be the one who would be hurt on that play, as he did get tackled at around the 15-yard line. You see it, our schedule right there on your screen. Riverview has a bye week after this, but then they'll play host to the former state champions and district champions of last year, Venice High School. Then they're home against Osceola, home against Clearwater International, home against Lake Gibson, then away at Sarasota, even though that really is like a home game for the Rams. And then to close off the season, they're home against Charlotte. As you can see there, though, after starting with 3 games on the road, now the Rams get the benefit of playing in front of their home fans. 6 of their last 7 games, that's going to be key, especially if they want to shun a run at districts, which is still in the possibility. It all starts next week. If you can get a win against Venice, you control your own destiny for district. All it takes is 1 win. It's only 3 teams in district this year: Riverview, Venice, and then Sarasota. So the Lehigh offense back out onto the field. Want to take some time to thank our sponsors. Thank you, Sarasota Ford, Chick-fil-A, Pelican Plaza, New Concept Construction, and Jim and Charlie and Cypress. And to donate to the live streams to keep them going all season long, text GO RAMS to 243-725. Again, to donate to the live streams, text GO RAMS to 243-725. Lehigh and the offense back on the field. Darryl Hodge still at the quarterback position. 9:37 to go. Lehigh will begin this drive at their own 14-yard line. Hodge fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle, got a receiver, a flag comes flying in. But as it stands, Kirby Joseph with a 12-yard reception for a first down. However, it looks like this one might be coming back. And it will be. It's an ineligible man downfield for Lehigh. So take away that 12-yard gain right there by Kirby Joseph. So it's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 15 coming up. Here's Hodge, handing the ball off up the middle to Young. Young trying to bounce to the outside, but he cannot. Great tackle right there by Kyle Neighbors. Tripped him up. And he tripped him up for around a yard loss on the play. Kyle Neighbors has been in there on a couple of key stops on Richard Young tonight. Second down and 15 coming up with 9 minutes to play. What an exciting ball game we've got on our hands right now. Lehigh backed up in their own territory. It's second down and 16, ball at the 8-yard line. And the whistle blows. Lehigh, very interesting decision, decides to call their final timeout with 8:35 to go in the fourth quarter. So Lehigh is now out of timeouts. And remember, Riverview on a 4th down and 1 early in the third quarter called a timeout. So Riverview has 2 timeouts remaining, but Lehigh none. And that's a really interesting strategy to go into the game, the rest of the game with 8:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Just, wow, calling all 3 timeouts with 8:35 to go. Late in the game, especially in a tight game like this, you've got to think you're going to need those timeouts now more than you're going to need them on a second down and 15 with 8:35 to go in the game. But we'll see if this timeout pays off for the Lightning. Second down and long. Hodge comes back under some pressure. Steiner on the move. Can he sack him? He throws it away. It's out of bounds. Third down and 15 coming up. Aiden Steiner made him run for his life. Hodge trying to make something out of nothing. Steiner chasing him down, forcing him to throw the ball away. And here comes a huge third down and long for Lehigh. With 8:26 to go, it's 28-28. Riverview defenders trying to get the crowd on the feet. Crowd making some noise. The biggest play of the game so far. Hodge throwing. Got a receiver, but he dropped it. Henderson couldn't grab onto it, and the punt team will come out for Lehigh.
Brings up Lehigh 4th down. They're bringing their punt crew out.
13th punt of the game between both these teams. For as high scoring as this game has been, still has been a lot of punts, a lot of one-play quick touchdowns have accumulated for a lot of these points. Coffin punts it away. Lester there to receive. He calls for the fair catch at the 35-yard line. And that's where Riverview will begin their next drive with 8:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a 27-yard punt right there by Coffin. And here comes the Rams offense. First down and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. Last time out, Scooter Trotman bulldozed his way down the field, and it ended up on third down and goal. Jeremiah Dawson, 1-yard rushing touchdown. Can the Rams take back the lead here? Dawson hands it off once again to Scooter Trotman, and Trotman powers ahead for around 2 yards. Jeremiah Vasquez and Tyree Cunningham on the tackle for the Lightning. Second down and 9. Lester in motion. Again, it's a quarterback keeper, Jeremiah Dawson, powering through to pick up a couple more yards. He picks up 2 on this play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Ball is at the 31-yard line. From here, it is a 48-yard field goal. Riverview did attempt a 48-yard field goal at one point last season with Stone Springman. However, it was off the mark. Third down and 6. Dawson rolls to his right, under some pressure, gotta get it off, and he does into traffic, and it is knocked away, incomplete. Tyree Cunningham and Tommy battle on the stop.
That'll bring up 4th down for Riverview.
4th down and 6. And they might be sending out Stone Springman. It looks like they are. They will be. Stone Springman about to attempt a 48-yard field goal to give Riverview the lead with 6:56 to go in the 4th quarter. And Riverview will call a timeout. 6:56 to go in the 4th quarter. Stone Springman a chance to give Riverview the lead if they do elect to kick the extra point. It's 4th down and 6, so even if they jump off sides, still won't be able to pick up the 1st down. It looks like they will elect to kick the field goal. This is to give the Rams the lead halfway through the 4th quarter. Stone Springman. Stone Cold knocks it in from 48 yards, and Riverview has taken the lead. Ice in the veins, Stone Springman. 6 minutes and 50 seconds away from being tonight's hero. 48 yards, you got a 4-star kicker, you gotta use him. It's his first field goal attempt of the entire season. And boy, did he send a message with that kick. No doubt about it. So just like that, it is the Rams now back on top of this one, 31-28. After 28 straight unanswered points by the Lehigh Lightning, Riverview 10 straight unanswered. We've got one heck of a ball game on our hands here today in the season opener at the Ramble. And if this is a preview of what's to come here at this stadium, we're in for a fun ride. Springman boots it away. It's caught at the 1-yard line by Henderson. Henderson hits up the sideline looking for some blockers, and he's going to be wrapped down. Landon Marsters on the tackle. I'm sorry, that's Chase Conwell on the tackle. So now, after the Lehigh offense caught fire, it's slowed down a little bit, but they need a big answer here because now their backs are against the wall. Down by 3, 6:42 to go. What does the Riverview offense, what does the Riverview defense have in store? It's to Smith. Smith on the screen, and he is wrapped up by Kyle Neighbors. They'll now mark him down on the tackle by Dante Abner. Kyle Neighbors thought he had him, but Dante Abner there for any cleanup, and it's 2nd down and 11. Good initial stop by Kyle Neighbors to have him stop in his tracks, and then Dante Abner right there to finish off the job. It's 2nd down and 11 for Hodge and the Lehigh offense. This crowd is on their feet, student section on their feet, on a wet morass night here at the Ramble. Hodge drops back, looking deep down the field, got a receiver, never mind! Charles Lester said absolutely not! And here goes Lester up the sideline. Does he have blockers? He does! One man to beat, can't beat him! But it doesn't matter! Hodge underthrows his receiver. Lester there to clean it up. And Riverview close to putting this one away. Charles Lester, the 5-star recruit, a big play on defense. Charles Lester was beat originally, had to regain some ground on his man. He was able to do so just in time to reach out 2 hands, snag the interception, and Riverview is in business, ladies and gentlemen. What a huge interception that was. The Riverview defense came alive in this second half when they needed it most. Down 28-21, you got the stop, which then correlated to a score. Once again, it's 28-28, you get a stop. Then it relates in a 48-yard field goal by Stone Springman, and then 31-28. Lehigh, a chance to drive down and win the ball game. Charles Lester makes a big play. But with all that being said, this ball game is nowhere near being over. 5:34 to play. There's plenty of time for this Lehigh defense to get a stop and possibly get the ball back to win this game. Charles Lester, after the interception, had a 47-yard return, which puts the Riverview offense at the 22-yard line. Bad snap. Hand off to Scooter Trotman, and he is brought right to the ground. Great tackle right there by Jarrell Blue. If you're Riverview, you let the clock tick, tick, and tick. If you play your cards right, you can get this to under 3 minutes. But at the same time, that's guaranteeing Lehigh another possession. So there's one part of you, kill the clock, leave them less time, and then another part of you, we gotta go down and seal this. We gotta seal this game. What does Smithers have in mind? High snap, once again it's a run. Just go to Trotman. Trotman couldn't break loose of the tackle. Tyree Cunningham once again to drag him down. Tyree Cunningham, man, what a game he's had. Everywhere Scooter Trotman is, everywhere anybody is, it feels like Tyree Cunningham is there. Also had that 99-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown earlier in this game, and as soon as he got that, we've called his name at least every 2 minutes. .420 to go. 3rd down and 12. Another run. And he's going to be taken down at the 26, at the 24-yard line. So now 4 minutes to go. It's 4th down and 11. What does Riverview have in mind here? We're letting the clock tick. Around 18 more seconds to kill. Appreciate all you guys joining us here tonight on the Riverview Sports Network. Make sure, if you have not done so already, to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any Riverview High School football news or live streams throughout the season. And Riverview will call a timeout. 3:24 to go. So there's three options here. You can go for it on 4th down and 11. If you get 4th down and 11, you're going to win this game. Remember, guys, Lehigh has no timeouts. So if you get this first down, you can kill off around 2 minutes, guaranteed. Then Lehigh's looking at only 1 minute to work with the ball. And then you're inside the 15-yard line. You're probably putting up 6-7 points. Or you could kick the field goal and make Lehigh beat you at the touchdown. Or you could punt the football inside the 25-yard line, attempt to pin them inside their own 10, 5-yard line, and make them drive down the field, betting on the fact their field goal kicker doesn't have what it takes. But it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what the scenarios are. Matter of the fact, the Riverview offense is out on the field now on 4th down and 11. Flag does come flying. It's a handoff that's good to Trotman. Trotman trying to power ahead, still on his feet. Play is called dead after a gain of around 8-9 yards. It is in a penalty on the Rams, a legal motion. And now it appears Riverview will not keep the offense on the field. Student section on their feet. Looks like Lehigh has declined the penalty, and the Riverview defense will now take the field with 3:15 to go. So they declined the penalty, and they will start at their own 16-yard line. 3:15 to go in the 4th quarter. This drive will determine the outcome of this game. A touchdown will most likely win it. A field goal would send us to overtime. Or will the Rams get a stop and get their first win of the season? Well, here we go. This drive is the ballgame. Hodge in the shotgun. Hodge drops back. He's looking. He's got his receiver. It's Rowe. Rowe trying to cut up the field, and he picks up around 6-7 yards on the reception. Aiden Steiner in on the stop. 3:05 to go here in the 4th quarter. Riverview up by 3, looking for the first win of the season. Lehigh trying to get their 2nd win in a row. Just came off a win against Lake Gibson on national television, 26-20. And some movement at the line of scrimmage. And it's on Lehigh. It's a false start. So So it will now be 2nd down and 9 at their own 17-yard line. Costly penalties. You're looking at a 3-minute drill here, basically. You cannot have penalties on a 3-minute drill, on a 2-minute drill. These are the worst times to have those types of mistakes. It's now 2nd and 9. Hodge over the middle, and it's intercepted! Deflected by Kyle Neighbors, and Riverview gets the pick. Guess who? Jaden Terrahawker, his 2nd of the game. Kyle Neighbors got the deflection. It got batted around, and then it just fell right in the lap of Terrahawker. And with 2:31, that just might wrap things up. Jaden Terrahawker had the interception at the end of the first half. He now gets his 2nd right here. Jeremiah Dawson in the offense, back in there. They hand it off to Scooter Trotman, and Trotman is brought down once again by Tyree Cunningham. Remember, guys, I talked about it with 8:35 when Lehigh called that final timeout. Would this come back to haunt Lehigh? It did. Lehigh now with 2:38 to go, 2:15 now. With no timeouts, Riverview is a 1st down away from winning this game. Riverview will just let that clock run, and they'll snap it. They'll wait to snap as long as they can. They've got 6 more seconds to kill. Dawson snaps it. Hands it off again to Trotman. Trotman is once again brought down by Tyree Cunningham. There's no answer for him. So right now, you're looking at maybe 15 seconds for Lehigh if they can get a stop here. It's 3rd down and 10. But remember, no timeouts. All Riverview needs to do is keep this baby on the ground. It's a handoff to Scooter Trotman, and he is brought down right away. In on the stop is Darrell Blue. An 18-second difference between the game clock and the snap clock. So most likely Riverview's going to take a delay game penalty or call a timeout with 1 second left. So Lehigh is looking at about 17 seconds, and then Riverview will most likely elect to punt it. The Riverview defense really played its part today. 3 turnovers. You had the Deshaun Olave pick 6. You had 2 interceptions by Jaden Terrahawker, and Jaden Terrahawker, the interception to seal this game. And the student section waving and singing na 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 goodbye to the opposing side. So there's 13.6 seconds. And they're going to send out Stone Springman to punt it away. The only thing you can have happen here is a block. Otherwise, Lehigh is going to have 1 play to come up with a game winner. Kelton Henderson back to receive for Lehigh. It is Stone Springman to boot it away. Stone Springman with the game-winning field goal on his leg right now if this score holds. Lehigh looks like they're going to send everybody. They do. Can they get a hand on it? No, they cannot. It's going to bounce out of bounds with 10.5 seconds. So the Lehigh offense, if they cannot get out of bounds after one play, they'll only have one play. They have time for two, most likely one. They'll most likely have to go 90 yards in the pouring rain. What a gutsy win this would be for the Rams. After they got down 28-21, we talked about how this is the time. This is the time to show how much fight you have. Show how you can overcome adversity. An 0-3 start, up 21-0. Then you get down 28-21. Everything is going against you. How can you get over this hump? How can you get over the adversity? They're one play away from doing so. The whole Riverview section is on their feet here at the Ramble. Pouring rain, it doesn't matter. Students and fans came to support tonight. They're cheering on one more stop by this Riverview defense. Hodge drops back, throws to the sideline, and it's intercepted! It is intercepted by Riverview! It is Travis Smith Jr. on the pick, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is your ball game. Travis Smith Jr. was in there for defensive coverage. He's a wide receiver, does not normally play defense, but first play on defense, Travis Smith Jr., the game-sealing interception. That's 4 picks for Riverview tonight. And for the first time this season, Riverview heads in to the best offensive play call you can call. Winning formation. Dawson closes this ball game out. The Riverview Rams in their home opener get their first win of the season in a gutsy comeback victory in the fourth quarter. The Riverview Rams win 31-28. A Stone Springman 48-yard field goal to win it. What a win for the Riverview Rams tonight. We talked about it, the adversity. They were faced with a lot of it tonight, going into this game 0-3. They needed to come away with the victory here tonight at home. Crowd packed, students packed on a rainy night. They needed this. It looked like they had it at first up 21-0, but then 28 straight unanswered points by Lehigh. Not many teams could have come back from that adversity, but Riverview did. They did it when it mattered most, and Stone Springman's leg, after coming back from injury and missing the last 2 games, lifts Riverview to their first win of the season, 31-28. Riverview now enters their bye week, and they will be back here at the Ramble against Venice High School on September 30th. I'm Addison Risco, and we'll see you for the district match versus Venice High.
Thank you for coming out to tonight's game. Please drive safe as you go home. And remember, be kind to each other. Try to guide to see next time. Do it again. All I do is win.
Nation, Coach Smithers here. I'm excited to get this football season underway. I'm also excited to bring to you another season of our football games via YouTube. If you like the games that you're able to watch every weekend, we'd love to get your help. There are two ways to do it. You can do it either via text, or you can do a sponsorship. Information's on the screen. Thank you very much for tuning in, and go Rams.